Now, from the Metroplex, we join you from Jerry World, AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Tonight, a good one in the NFC. It's the Minnesota Vikings and the Dallas Cowboys.
Cowboy Nation, here are your Dallas Cowboys.
Mike Tirico, Greg Olson with you. The Pro Bowler Brandon Aubrey has us set. Off we go on Sunday Night Football. Now an opening past the 30. Good return here. Brings it up to the 33-yard line. So the Vikings come out. Technically it is year 2 for J.J. McCarthy, but really it's year 1. Did not play at all in the regular season last year with the knee injury. The former Michigan Wolverine, the quarterback of the Vikings.
Mike, when you put the film on of J.J. McCarthy, what really jumps off the screen is his ability to display footwork both inside and outside the pocket. And those movement throws, especially in today's NFL, they are so critical. On top of all that, he has a lot of trust in his arm. He's not afraid to attack tight windows. If he can continue to develop, continue to hone this obvious talent, he could really be a special player in this league. That quarterback called that play in the huddle. That ball was only going to one guy. He was the first read, the second read, and the check down, and it was called to perfection. They got the perfect look. It led to a nice game.
Throwing on second down is McCarthy. And it'll be a short pickup. That's not enough for the first down.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot, but they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
An early test to start this one. 3rd and inches. They'll run the sneak. Oh, looked like he had the first down, but the ball is out. And I believe a Viking was able to get his hands on it. Yes, he was. Minnesota will keep the ball.
So even though they avoid the turnover, this is still a play that they're going to coach hard off of. They're going to bring guys into the meeting room next week and say, hey, guys, we're not always going to be so fortunate. The ball is not always going to bounce our way. Anybody who handles the ball from the center to the quarterback to any of the ball carriers, the most important aspect of team offense is protecting the ball at all costs. Just take what the defense is giving you. When you can stay ahead of the chains and just take these easy pitch and catch throws underneath, hitch routes, quick game, now it puts you in a lot more favorable down and distances to eventually attack this defense a little bit more downfield.
Now here's Aaron Jones. And that'll give him a first down. Tackle made after the pickup of 3.
A gain of 3 yards.
I think this second down call, Mike, they were hoping that at worst they had themselves set up for a 3rd down and short. But there's no need for 3rd down. He was able to get enough on 2nd, and they get a fresh set of downs.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. They'll go play action here with McCarthy. And they're going to get to him and take him down, taken back to the other side of midfield. Donovan Izaraku in there for the sack. He forced his way through. A loss of 9.
The best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X. And when you do, man, he becomes a sitting duck for this pass rush.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. From the shotgun, it's a throw from McCarthy. Oh, got him again the second time with a sack on this opening drive. Osa Odigizua getting in for the sack, and that's going to lead to 3rd and very long.
This defensive line clearly has a beat on this offense. they've got to find a way to settle their pass protections. If they want to be able to get their quarterback in any sort of established rhythm and timing going forward, they're going to have to do a lot better job protecting them. Early in this game, that's already 2 sacks allowed.
Play 8 of the opening drive coming up, and now they face third down. Working out of the shotgun, it is McCarthy. Taking off, he'll try to get there. And good work defensively. He'll stop this one after a gain of 5, and it will be 4th and long.
And that's a great job defensively here on third down. Not only taking away all the options down the field through the air, but when the quarterback decides to turn into a runner himself, they're able to converge and make the play and keep him short of the first down.
And a fair catch is taken. It is just inside the 20-yard line. The Cowboys come out, and they are led out by Dak Prescott, as they have been for a decade. Wow. It's his 10th season as a Cowboy, 3-time Pro Bowler, who is now 32 years old.
And we all know how talented this guy is, Mike, right? From the physical sense, that's obvious. But what really separates him, and it really came through when we had a chance to talk to him this week, is really his ability to operate from the neck up. His processing speed, his decision-making. It seems like he's always one step ahead of the defense, and when he's on, he's proven to be really hard to beat. As a route runner, once you identify zone coverage like they were playing here, the key is find open space and stay in it. He did a nice job here because that was not a big hole. The quarterback had to put a little extra on that one, and they were able to make the completion.
A first carry for the former Tar Heel, Javonte Williams. And he is stopped in his tracks. Loss of a couple on the play.
And after that negative run, I think this changes the play call now on third down. So this offensive line has to be a lot better on first and second down to gain positive yards. Stay on track because you don't want to be in third and pass too often in today's NFL.
On third down, Prescott. He manages to get the throw away and completes it. Second time they've connected on the drive, and this one goes for 17 yards.
For a Cowboys first down. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
These third down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on third down.
It'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
A 3-yard pickup.
This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
On second down, it's Dak. This pass right side, caught by Lamb.
Well, it wasn't the most exciting throw of the day, but I want you to watch, Mike, is the suddenness of the route runner. Change of speed, change of direction. Those are the qualities of great route runners, and this guy's certainly one of them.
1st and 10. Here's the give up the middle with Williams. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 10 yards. First down, Cowboys.
Cowboys first down.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense.
He was looking for George Pickens there, and it'll be second down. Dak gonna run with it himself.
And these are body blows on any defense. This quarterback has the ability to make guys miss and do a lot of damage in the run game, and that's a nice pickup there.
Here now, 3rd and 5. A shotgun snap for Prescott. He'll try to run for it. Carrying that ball loosely, and it is out. And the Vikings have the takeaway.
That was a great play by the defense, Mike. He got a little sloppy with ball security as he leaves the pocket. They're able to knock it loose and put an end to this drive.
Our game here is part of the John Madden Thanksgiving celebration weekend, a remembrance the NFL created a couple years back. What a great job they did, because no one deserves to be celebrated more than John Madden on Thanksgiving weekend. Of course, Greg and I, all of us at EA Sports, we hope you had a terrific Thursday and you're setting up to settle in for some great football on this very special American holiday. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. They'll run it with Jones to begin this drive. And a strong 1st down run, a pickup of 9, setting up 2nd and short.
He's taken down at the 33-yard line. A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
They run it once more with Jones. And this will wind up a Vikings 1st down as the tackle is made at about the 38-yard line.
2nd down at these distances, Mike, you pretty much anticipate a pass, and I think that's what the defense was lined up thinking. In this case, they leave a little too much room on the ground, and the offense is able to pick up a 1st down.
Here comes the jet sweep. And this defense having nothing of it. They get him down for a loss on the play.
Tried to get a little cute here, get the ball into the hands of one of their receivers in space on a jet motion, but really nice job there by the defense. When you can set good edges and you can have good force players on the perimeter of the defense, there's really nowhere for this jet sweep to go, because with them running horizontal before the snap, Mike, it's very hard for these receivers to cut and get vertical.
And nice work after the catch. He stopped a little short of the 1st down marker, but it is a pickup of 9.
3rd and 3.
We tend to make NFL offense very complicated, Mike, but sometimes it's as simple as this. Get the ball into the hands of your playmakers and just let them do the rest.
They'll try and throw it with McCarthy. He'll try and get there on the ground. And McCarthy's going to get down and pick up the 1st down. Good, smart play with the slide by JJ.
A gain of 15 yards. And the Vikings 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
The defensive line has to do a better job of contain rushing, especially on 3rd down, Mike. You can't rush one-on-one. You have to rush as a unit. Keep the quarterback in the pocket, and when you let him get loose, this is what's going to happen.
They run straight ahead with Jones. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
11 more yards.
That's a gain of 11, and they'll move the chains with another 1st down.
A gain of 11 on the
Really
play.
nice explosive play there on the ground, and tell you what, for these fans sitting in the stadium, they're not used to seeing their home team pushed around, so continue to be physical at the line of scrimmage, mix in the runs with the pass, and if they can continue to generate these big explosive runs, I don't think they need to go away from it.
And he's going to be taken down. Not so easy this time. They drop him back behind the line. It's 2nd down.
You know, anytime you're talking about an interior defensive lineman, it's always easy to talk about his size and his strength. But what stands out to me, Mike, is his ability to move his feet, turn those hips, get penetration in the backfield, and take the running back down for a loss.
On 2nd down, here's McCarthy. They'll set up the screen with Hawkinson. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple, and it sets up 3rd down.
It's a gain of 2 yards.
Just a little slow developing on that screenplay there. It was pretty obvious to the entire defense exactly what was going on. Nobody was thinking pass. Nobody was getting back into their drops, and Just nowhere for that back to go.
To the air on third down is McCarthy. And that is incomplete. He was seeking out the veteran Adam Thielen that time. And that's going to lead to a fourth down.
I think he predetermined that third down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there. And I think this is going to end up being considered a successful drive, Mike. I think obviously you would have loved to see them come down and convert and score a touchdown, but at the very least, they needed to come away with 3. They were able to do that and take a lead on that field goal.
So after the field goal to open up the scoring, the kicker's back out for this kickoff. Cavante Turpin on the return. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. The Cowboys offense ready to see what they can do on their second possession. They fumbled it away on that opening possession. Fortunate, it only led to a field goal, so they're in a 3-0 hole as they start this drive. 1st and 10. Look to hit him with the jet sweep here to begin this drive. And this defense having nothing of it. They get him down for a loss on the play.
It's a loss of 2.
I'm thinking, Mike, they might have had a little tendency on him or been tipped off pre-snap, because it seemed to me like that defense was just ready and waiting for the jet sweep. There wasn't a whole lot he could do. He takes the loss.
Now a 2nd down throw for Prescott. He'll get that to Javonte Williams. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
It's a gain of 4.
Defensive coordinators preach all the time, play pass defense with vision. It's exactly the case here. They're able to rally to the ball, keep that to a short gain.
3rd and 7. Operating from the gun, here's Dak. Right back to Williams. They connect again. And it looks like he's going to have the 1st down. What great work after the catch to extend the drive.
That's good for a Cowboys 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and there's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way, every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about. So they got to continue to ride the hot hand, because right now on that field, there's no mistaking who it is.
And he's close to another 1st down as he's brought down just shy of the marker.
10 yards.
There's no more efficient play in the NFL, Mike, than the play-action passing game, and you can see here why. You make the defense have to honor both the run and the pass, and he's able to pick up a nice gain to his tight end.
Here's a handoff to Williams. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
It's possible they could have tried to be a little bit more aggressive on 2nd down, knowing they had 3rd and inches in their back pocket. But I don't think anyone's going to complain. Pick up the 1st down, extend the drive, see if you can go score.
Here's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Dak. A short throw caught by Ferguson. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
And this is where the versatility of the tight end position really starts coming into play. Not only do they have to line up with their hand on the ground, but they can occasionally split out in the slot. And man, they're too fast for linebackers, and a lot of times they're too big for defensive backs.
Right back to Ferguson, who's got another one. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line. A gain there of 27 yards.
1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
Really nice job there, Mike. All they're trying to do is just clear some space for the tight end and then let him go to work in the middle of the field. Now they're set up nicely inside the red zone.
First down, it is Williams. A modest gain, maybe 2 yards. It's second down.
On the tackle. A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 14-yard line.
Here's Dak to throw. That's out wide to Williams. And he's going to be close to the first down. Markham just a yard short of the line to gain, so that'll bring up 3rd and short yardage.
3rd and 1.
They'll try to run for it with Williams. And he's going to have the first down. Just past the marker. It is 1st and goal.
That's good for a Cowboys first down.
Nice run right there. You get down here into the red zone area, Mike, and yards are hard to come by. He's able to stick his head in there and sets him up for 1st and goal.
They'll run. It's Williams. And he's going to go backwards. Taken down at the 6.
On the tackle. It's a loss of 1. Brings up 2nd and...
So we are through 1 here on Sunday Night Primetime. It's the Vikings with the edge. We're back to Arlington in a moment. On to the second quarter. Cowboys possess the football. 2nd and goal. Now it's from the 6-yard line. As we are ready to get back underway. Jalen Tolbert, touchdown, Dallas.
And this is what good offenses in the NFL do, Mike. It's the ability to bounce back, even if the onset of the game doesn't go exactly according to plan. Everybody wants to take their opening possession and go down there and come away with a touchdown. But it's not always going to be perfect. You turn it over on possession 1. What are you going to do in response on possession 2? Well, we just got our answer, and they took it down for 6.
Brandon Aubrey now for the extra point. It's up and through. And the Cowboys move out to a 7-3 lead.
Vikings 3.
So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. Price now to return it. Oh, he's got room past the 30. Nice job on the return. He's down close to the 35-yard line. The Vikings offense ready to get back at it. They'll begin with 1st and 10. They'll motion over Thielen. Off the play fake, it's McCarthy. He'll get this out wide. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
19, Adam Thielen. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 38-yard line.
From the 38 now, here's 2nd and 6. To throw is McCarthy. This one is caught by Addison. And it'll be a short pickup. That's not enough for the first down.
It's a gain of 5.
Just a simple hitch route. Certainly nothing special there or anything downfield, but the idea is the more of those you throw and those efficient passes, the second the defense moves up to take it away, that's when you go for the big ones.
Now this looks like a design run. 14 on the pickup. It'll be a Vikings first down.
It's a gain of 14 yards. And a Vikings first down. A gain of 14.
I know it's early in this game, but in my mind, that's four down territory, and certainly now the coach doesn't have to make that decision. He keeps it on the ground on 3rd and short, gets a fresh set of downs, and now they got to see if they can come away with some points.
On the handoff, Jones. And not much there. Good defense, held to no gain.
In order for you to be able to operate out of this 4-3 style defense, Mike, the key is your defensive tackles, their ability to penetrate, their ability to be game wreckers. That's exactly what we saw here, his ability to get back there, make the stop at the line of scrimmage, keep it to no gain.
Again, it's Jones. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. 15-yard pickup there. First down, Minnesota.
This is a guy who's been doing it at a high level, Mike, for a long time. Not too many running backs finding success in the NFL past the age of 30. That's usually when they kind of ride off into the sunset, but as always, there's the exception to every rule.
And the rush gets home. He'll go down. They got him.
And now we're seeing the game kind of go back and forth. Each team trading blows, trying to establish control over the other. Nice chunk play on the previous play. The defense responds back with a sack, and we're going to see which team can establish a little bit more of this control as the game unfolds.
McCarthy to the air on 2nd down. That's made by Thielen. And it'll be taken down after a gain of 9 and 3rd down. Coming up.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
From the gun, here's McCarthy. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him. The big fella, Quentin Williams, forcing his way in for the sack.
This is the epitome of team defense. Not only are you able to rush the passer and put relentless pressure on him play after play, but the coverage on the back end is so tight. There's just nowhere for the quarterback to go with the ball. You see him just continue to hold the ball that extra second in the pocket, and with the way these guys are pass rushing, that's all the time they need.
So they send in Will Reichert for this field goal try. This one from 47 yards out. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Vikings are back within 1. It's 7-6.
And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
Reichert had the field goal a moment ago. He's back out now to kick this one away. On the return, here's Turpin. And they'll be set up well as he is past the 35-yard line. Here's Dak Prescott and the Cowboy offense set to go again. Their lead is just a point as they begin it on this drive with 1st and 10. They'll start this on the ground. It's Williams. Nice job finding the seam. Gain of about 9. Just a yard short of that first down.
At the 45-yard line. It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd down and a yard. It's another run here for Williams. And he's going to be close to a 1st down. Looks like he'll have just enough to keep the chains moving.
Well, here's where you really see the value of having a good run game. 3rd and short, 4th and short. The ability to just keep it simple, win up front, turn around, hand the ball to your back, and to say, okay, more likely than not, we're going to get a fresh set of downs, maintain possession, and now continue to find opportunities to go generate points.
That's into the hands of Lamb. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards.
7-yard pickup.
This is a great example here of just not getting too complicated as an offensive coordinator. Who's one of your best players on the field, and how do you get the ball in his hands?
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd down and 3. Play fake. Prescott. He'll get this complete. It's Lamb again. And he'll be brought down after a short pickup, but that is enough for a 1st down.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need, but really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
And he's going to be out of bounds down inside the 25-yard line.
21 yards.
That's catch 3 just on this drive. And it gets his team a 1st down.
Really nice throw there. The ability to throw the ball out on the perimeter. Yes, arm strength and all of that, but it's also timing. The timing of the route. When is that wide receiver coming out of his break to deliver that ball accurately as his head comes around? If the ball's thrown too early, the receiver's not ready. If the ball's thrown too late, that's when disaster strikes.
And 9 at the 21-yard line.
From the 21, here's 2nd and 9. On the toss, it's Williams. And he'll get it down to the 12. And that'll give him a new set of downs from in close.
9 yards. And the Cowboys 1st down. 1st and
Simple
10
play
at
to
the
call,
12-yard line.
but complex to execute. A toss play is beautiful, Mike, when a team hits it like they just did. We can see why they're a fan in the toss. Healthy gain, and they pick up the 1st down.
The pass. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 7-yard line.
They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. Here's Prescott. He's got it at the 3. And he'll take it on in. George Pickens. Touchdown, Cowboys. Now Aubrey for the extra point. It's up and good. The Cowboys will take a 14-6 lead.
Vikings 6.
So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. Price now to return it. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. Here comes Aaron Jones and the Viking offense as they take over once more. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. Play action now. It's McCarthy. This offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack. Donovan Izaraku in there for the sack. It is a loss of 6 to begin the drive.
Mike, this isn't real complicated. You're just not going to win a lot of NFL games when you continue to give up sacks at the rate that they are. I mean, this is just a complete disaster for this offensive line, and if they don't get it fixed, this game could be a runaway.
Up the middle, here's Jones. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
It's a gain of a yard, and it's 3rd down.
It is 3rd and long. From the shotgun, it's a throw from McCarthy. That one into the hands of Thielen. He's got it. And he'll be taken down up past the 40-yard line. That's his 3rd catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
23 yards. First down, Minnesota.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on third downs, that is a recipe for success.
And this defense having nothing of it. They get him down for a loss on the play.
A loss of 2 brings up 2nd and 12 at the 40-yard line.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. Working out of the shotgun, it is McCarthy. And he'll be very close to a first down. Won't quite have enough, but now a much more advantageous spot.
The drag route is certainly not the most complicated route on the route tree, but a really nice job there using the scheme to create separation. He did a really nice job there working across the middle of the field as he made himself open.
They try and run for the first down with Jones. He will not be able to get to the edge. They shut him down. Taken down behind the line. And it's 4th down.
3rd and short. You think the defense has everybody packed in there real tight. So as a play caller, you're thinking, all right, let's give my running back a chance to stretch and cut. But this defense was ready for all of it. They string him out wide. Nowhere to cut. Take him down for a loss.
Here's Ryan Wright now. They'll be looking for something a little better than that first effort, which he shanked. And that one not returnable, out of bounds right at the 20-yard line. The Cowboys offense and George Pickens out for their next possession. The advantage is 8. We'll see if they can make this a 2-score game on this drive. First down and 10. Drive begins with a run by Williams. And he'll be brought down up around the 38-yard line. 18 yards. What a great way to start the drive. It's a first down.
That's good for a Cowboys.
The ability to be effective on first down, Mike, it just makes everything else easier. In the event you do have to face a third down the road, they're usually a lot more manageable situations, a lot easier to convert.
On first down, right back to Williams. And he's going to be taken down on the other side of the 50-yard line. Wow, they are moving the ball to start this drive. 21 on that play.
Cowboys First down.
At this point, Mike, it's clear this defense just doesn't have a lot of answers right now for this run game. A combination of the job being done up front by the offensive line and the big playability of this running back.
And that'll go for a gain of about 4. The veteran safety, Harrison Smith, there on the stop.
He's done a really nice job making the most of his touches. They've made it a priority. Let's use this ground game to try to wear down the defense, and right now it's one of the main reasons why they have the lead.
We'll go play action. It's Prescott. Look wide. Get this one complete. And they won't let him get away. He's out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage.
The quick passing game in the NFL, Mike, is so dependent on yards after the catch. You got to generate space with the scheme, and then it's up to the receiver to do the rest. In this case, nice job defensively, because this guy couldn't even get back to the original line of scrimmage.
He's got a receiver, and that's Lamb. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line. Prescott to his main man, Lamb. CD gets the Cowboys a first down.
So here's a play, Mike, that is clearly designed to attack the middle third of the field. So think it's roughly the space between the numbers. That's the most valuable real estate in football. And once he understood where his leverage was and he gets his head around, great job by the quarterback on time, delivering a strike.
And the Cowboys are going to have first and goal, trying to finish off this drive with a touchdown.
First down.
Give them a dozen yards on that one and give them first and goal. From the 4-yard line, trying to punch it in. First down and goal. Williams. And that play took a little long to develop. They stopped him for no gain at the 4.
He was taken down.
A loss was definitely not something they had accounted or budgeted for in this spot. And now, I think it really limits what do you feel comfortable dialing up here on second and goal.
Now back at the 4 for second and goal.
Under 10, under 10, 10.
A shotgun snap for Prescott. That one taken in. George Pickens. Touchdown, Dallas. That his second touchdown tonight. And that is number 2. Greg, he is off to some kind of start in this one. 2 quarters and 2 receiving touchdowns.
Mike, this is one of those situations where as a defensive coordinator, you've got to give your group an answer, because right now, they don't have one for this guy.
On for the PAT is Aubrey. The kick is good. And the Cowboys extend it to a 21-6 advantage. So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. Price now to return it. He'll get across the 20, mark him down at the 23-yard line. The Vikings offense headed back to take over once more. They'll do so with first and 10. Setting up to throw is McCarthy. And he'll be taken down as we tick down to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes remain here in this first half. Greg and I back to Arlington at AT&T Stadium after this. Here's a 2nd and 6. Looking to throw. McCarthy into the familiar hands of Justin Jefferson. Inside the 20. And he's going to take this all the way to the house. 73 yards. Touchdown, Minnesota. A terrific job all the way around, especially after the catch, Greg, to take it to the end zone for a touchdown.
I'm just so impressed by the acceleration of this receiver, Mike. He catches what is a short pass, and he's able to turn it up the field and take it all the way for 6. That is an impressive play, run after catch.
On now for the extra point. Here's Will Riker. He's got it. And the Vikings are back within 1 score. It is an 8-point game.
Vikings 13.
Riker it out now, following the touchdown, as he kicks this one away. A return coming from the 14. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. Here's Dak Prescott and the Cowboy offense set to go again. And he's had things all his way in the first half. Those numbers are sensational. And he looks to add to them with another drive here. First down, Prescott. That's brought in right side by Pickens. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. A big half continues. Already 2 touchdowns on the score sheet. And here, this grab gets him a first down.
We've really seen both teams have a lot of success moving the ball throughout this entire first half. And just seems this possession is going to be more of the same as they start this drive.
That one incomplete. The defender right there to make it fight. And it's 2nd down. He was trying to get it to C.D. Lamb. And it'll lead to a 2nd down. Operating from the gun. Here's Dak. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
On 3rd down, Prescott. That'll be caught by the running back, Williams. And he'll be out of bounds, well short of the line to gain. And that'll set up 4th down.
And it seems like he just cut that route a little too short. He's got to get more depth on the initial stem, and that way he makes sure when he catches the ball, it's beyond the sticks.
And we will not have a return on this one. Ball's going to hit and continue out of bounds. Justin Jefferson and this Vikings offense heading out for their next possession. They'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. Here's McCarthy. And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up 2nd down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And When you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
He was looking for T.J. Hawkinson on that one. And third down coming up.
It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand, so it's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day where he's completed passes at a highly efficient rate.
He's got his man. It's Jefferson. So now a timeout for the Vikings. That is their first. They get the stoppage with just over 50 seconds to play in this first half.
And that's an important conversion, not only because it keeps their offense on the field, and now they can go down and see if they can steal some late points, but either way, worst case scenario, Mike, if you're the offense here, you want to possess the ball going into halftime. Don't give your opponent a chance to go down and score on you. So big pickup there. Now we'll see if they can turn it into some points.
And he'll be ridden out of bounds after a gain of 6.
Out of bounds at the 46-yard line. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Second down and 3. To throw once more, here's McCarthy. And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long. That's the second charge timeout for Minnesota, as the clock will stop at 45 seconds to go until halftime. They need 8 as they come up for third down. Now McCarthy. He's going to let one fly for Addison. And the Cowboys are going to have the ball at their own 18-yard line.
The best way, Mike, for a defense to bait these bad throws is don't allow the quarterback to throw the ball to their first read. By the time he gets to the third or fourth read, in this case, the defender has already put himself in position, jump that route, challenge the receiver, and that's a big-time takeaway.
The Cowboys offense going to take over here in the final minute of this first half. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. Back to throw is Prescott. Quick throw on target to Pickens. And now the Cowboys going to take a timeout. The clock will stop with 34 seconds to go until the break.
At the 26-yard line.
They'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. From the shotgun, it's down. It's into the hands of Pickens once again. And they'll mark him down just shy of the 40. That's a timeout for Dallas. It's their second as they get it right at the 30-second mark of this first half.
At the 39-yard line.
So from the 39, they come up on 1st and 10. Pistol now for Prescott. There's a short one that's caught by Ferguson.
The drag route. We used to say this is day one install. Every single offense in the NFL has this sort of route, especially for the tight end position. And depending on the speed and the run after catch ability of the tight end, sometimes it can lead to some of the biggest gains.
Here's 2nd and 3 to go. To the air again. Prescott. And he'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
And their only realistic chance to end the half with points is to throw the ball near the sideline, gain as many yards as you can, and then hopefully either get yourself in position to kick the field goal or at the very least in position where you can attempt a Hail Mary.
Third down, 3 to go. Prescott again. Got a man, that's Tolbert. And he's going to have the first down as he gets out of bounds, and he stopped the clock as well.
That's good.
Mike, I think we make so much of all these fancy routes, right? The selling, the head fakes, getting in and out of the break. And while that's really important to create separation, that's really more of a man beater. That's when teams want to just play you one-on-one and you have to beat the defender. Against zone defense, like we saw here, it's a lot.
Nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down. Jonathan Grenard. He gets through to drop him, and it's a loss of 4. So, halftime straight ahead, and we send it over to Scott Hansen, who has the EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the downtown Orlando studios. Scott Hansen and crew with you for a short and sweet halftime, as this game's had a little bit of everything to it. We'll find out which side can establish some tempo in the third quarter as we're ready to kick off the second half. Back out to our commentary team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
All right, Scott, thank you. This one still anyone's game. We'll see who can come out with the hot hand as our second half is about to get underway. Third quarter set to commence. And we're back underway here on EA Sports. This is a short kick, returnable from the 13. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. The Cowboys offense ready to get going again. They'll have it first in this third quarter. They'll start out first down and 10. Now it's Williams into the secondary, past the 40. And he's going to be taken down on the other side of the 50-yard line.
It's a gain of 22 yards.
Can't ask for much more. 22 yards on the first play of the drive.
Well, that's how you get a drive started. A big play here in the run game, and you have to imagine this is something we're going to continue to see. Success early in the drive typically results in success later in the drive.
They'll go again here with Williams. This time the sledding becomes a little more difficult. They're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
The size, the speed, and the strength of this defensive tackle was on full display, Mike. He defeats the block, strikes the ball carrier at the line of scrimmage. He's able to bring him down, keep it to no gain.
They'll run it with Williams. And he'll take this ahead for a gain of about 5, and here comes third down.
And he has been a handful to deal with throughout this entire contest, Mike, and they came into the game saying, we want to impose our will on the defense, and that's exactly what they've been able to do.
Third and short. Prescott. He'll be taken down, but good enough to keep this drive going. It's a first down.
A gain of 10 yards.
I always think you can tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense, Mike, by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down underneath. And in this case, with the depth of the defense, a lot of space in the short game, get them the ball, pick up the first down.
And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that.
And up until this point, this is not something that we've seen a lot of. This running back's had a really nice day, so in this case, this rep goes to the defense.
Second and 10. They run over center with Williams. He'll be stopped after a short gain to about the 30. Eric Wilson on the
It's a
tackle.
gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 8.
They need to get this to the 23. Here's 3rd down. To throw is Prescott. He's got his man. It's Pickens. He had 2 touchdowns earlier. Looking to see what he can do here in this second half. That grab gets them a 1st down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the
It just seems like whenever they need a big play on 3rd down, you can almost guarantee that he's someone they're going to try to get the ball to, and certainly easy to see why. Clutch play by everyone involved and keeps the offense on the field.
A give left side. Here's Williams. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
This play here, Mike, is just all about the get-off of the defensive line. Watch how fast they go when that ball is snapped. Nowhere for this running back except to go down for a loss.
Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Throwing is Prescott. A short throw caught by Ferguson. To the pylon, he's in. Jake Ferguson. Touchdown, Cowboys. That is yet another touchdown pass. What a game he is having, throwing his 4th touchdown score of the game.
It's one thing, Mike, to throw 4 touchdowns, but it's really the ease in which he's carved this defense up that has stood out the most. The defense has had no answers for this passing game, and he has just completely had his way with this group.
Aubrey now for the extra point. The kick is good. Cowboys will extend this 3rd quarter lead.
28, Vikings 13.
So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. Price now to return it. Whoa! Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line. The Vikings offense ready for their first possession of this second half. They'll motion over Thielen. A throw to the right flat. It is caught.
Similar to a tight end, the slot receiver is often considered the safety blanket. He makes all the difficult catches, tends to be a little bit more around the line of scrimmage, and so far today, he's certainly lived up to that reputation.
From the 31, here is 2nd and 9. They'll motion over Thielen. On play action, here's McCarthy. That one down the field, but it is incomplete. He was looking for Jordan Addison that time. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
It's been a bit of a pedestrian game for this quarterback and ultimately this passing game here today, Mike, and I know they all would have loved to connect on that deep throw. I think that stat sheet would have looked a whole lot different, but just a little off in their execution and leads to an incompletion.
Here comes the screen to Jones. The screen works for 10 yards and a 1st down.
And this is what can happen when you're so worried about protecting the sticks, Mike. You force them to throw the ball underneath, but then you've got to be able to rally the ball and tackle. But they weren't able to do it before he gets to the line to gain, and he ends up picking up the 1st down anyway.
quick throw on the RPO is complete, and they're going to work this down inside the 45. Give them 17 more, and they are on a roll. Another first down.
It's a gain of 17
Oftentimes in the NFL, Mike, blitzing a good quarterback can kind of be feast or famine, because what you do is you actually speed up their process of identifying the open target. So in this case, it's an underneath.
This offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack.
And this defense, they just continue to put in a great night's work. I mean, Mike, you think whether it's been blitz schemes, stunts, whatever, you name it, this offensive line has had its hands full. They have allowed their quarterback to be hit way too many times.
Work to do now as they come up on second and long. From the gun, here's McCarthy. He's got his man, Jefferson. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
To Justin Jefferson. That's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 11.
3rd and 11. From the shotgun, it's a throw from McCarthy. That's deep for the back of the end zone. And that is incomplete.
I think as the offense comes to the sideline now, the quarterback and his wide receivers need to get together and say, hey guys, what are you seeing out there? How can we find some open targets? Because on that last down, there was nowhere to go with the ball.
It'll be a punt coming from the Vikings, as they'll say no to the long field goal and hope to pin them deep. And he overhit that just a bit. Lands beyond the goal line, and that is a touchback. So now here are the Cowboys. Their offense ready to make their way back onto the field. They go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10. A give, and here comes Williams. And they'll mark him down up beyond the 30. They'll get 11 there, and that's a quick first down.
Well, a really nice start here to the drive. Early down success. Every offensive coordinator is trying to find ways. How do we pick up first downs without having to get to 3rd down? We see it here. Big explosive run. Now the rest of the drive unfolds.
On the carry, it's Williams. This time they're ready for it. Room to run the last snap, not this one. They stop him for no gain.
We've seen this back have his way with this defense all game long, Mike. He's up over 100 yards for the game, but this time the defense said, we've had enough. They sold out to stop him. They hold him to no gain.
Now Prescott going to make the read and keep it himself. Ooh, some hitting going on now. He was rocked right at the line of scrimmage.
It's 3rd and 10.
A lot of defense's strategy of defending the zone read, Mike, is we want that quarterback to pull the ball. It's one of their few chances throughout the course of the game where they can get their hits on him, and in this case, they're able to hold him to no gain.
A shotgun snap for Prescott. That's out wide to Williams. And he'll be stopped short of a first down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's 4th down.
What an advantage it brings a defense when you have cornerbacks that are such willing tacklers. It just brings an extra element to the ability to defend the entire field. And this is a great example here why.
A fair catch called for and made just beyond their own 15. Out comes the Minnesota offensive unit as they get set to take over. They'll run it with Jones to begin this drive. And he's got it to the 35-yard line. That's a gain of 19 and a very quick first down.
And the Vikings first down. A gain of 19 yards. And the Vikings first down.
And we're starting to see the fruits of their labor paying off here. I mean, they've used this run game to throw a bunch of body blows throughout the entire contest. And while some of the carries didn't result in much at the time, it's clear they're starting to take its toll on this defense.
And he'll get about 8 on that one, most of it coming after the catch. It's second down.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
A run. It's Jones. He'll take this for a couple, but the official signal, he has enough. First down.
This is a situation that play callers love to be in, Mike. They have all their options on the table. Second and short, play action pass, you can run. In this case, they choose to keep it on the ground, play it safe, pick up the first down.
They'll go back to Jones on first down. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
So they're not going to get the yardage to reflect it, but I actually thought that was a pretty nice job by the running back, at least getting back to the original line of scrimmage. This offensive line, they've got to do a better job getting him through untouched. His yards before contact got to be better.
On second down, here's McCarthy. He'll get this over the middle to Jefferson. And that'll go for a gain of 7, and it's going to set up third down.
A 7-yard gain on the play. And it's third down.
And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long.
You know, we can sit up here all day long and critique the quarterback, and you can see his eyes aren't downfield. He's a little jittery in the pocket. But with the amount he's been sacked and hit today, Mike, I can't say I really blame him.
It'll be a punt coming up for the Vikings. He's on to punt it for the 4th time tonight. Oh, he shanked it. Headed straight for the sideline. And no chance of a run back here. This one's going to sail out of bounds. Here's Dak Prescott and the Cowboy offense set to go again. And he's had it going in the first half. Really had his way with the secondary. They have been powerless to stop him. Now, he'll try to keep it going. Here's a handoff to Williams. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. Give them 14 on that play. One first down.
Pretty much just more of the same from what we saw with this back in the first half. And he doesn't need much. He gets a little bit of space, and then he can create the rest. It's the combination of patience, vision, and then the burst to hit the hole once he sees it. This guy's been a handful all day. I'm not sure what was the more difficult aspect of the play, winning his route versus man coverage or catching this pass, because that quarterback, he put a little extra sauce on that one to get it there on time, and he's able to secure a really nice catch.
Here's a designed run. He takes off.
They went to the design quarterback run, and there just wasn't a lot of space for the quarterback to operate. You can see him kind of waiting for some of the blocks to develop. Never transpired. Didn't get a whole lot going. Short game.
3rd and inches. They'll try to sneak it here. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they are able to keep this drive moving.
I don't want to take anything away from the quarterback here, Mike. He did a nice job picking up that first down. But this play is won or lost by the big guys up front. They're the ones who need to get off the snap on time, get leverage on the defender, and create the space needed for the quarterback to pick up the first down.
And he is putting in the work, dancing inside the 40-yard line. A gain of 8.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 38-yard line.
From the 38 now, here's 2nd and a couple. Play action now. Prescott. Oh, in trouble, and down he goes. Andrew Van Ginkel in there for a loss of 5 on the sack, and now it's 3rd down.
Impressive play by the defensive end here, Mike. It's his technique. It put him in position to not only make the play, but it's that closing speed that's allowed him to finish it off.
What can they do here on 3rd down and 7? Operating from the gun, here's Dak. The pressure gets there again, and again he goes down.
You just have to have a better plan coming into the game when you're facing this sort of pass rush. You are not going to be able to sit there with long developing plays and pat the ball in the pocket. It has to be read 1, read 2, check down. Get the ball out of your hands. Protect your offensive lineman a little bit.
On 4th down, here's Brandon Aubrey for the Cowboy field goal try. And this was the old NFL record spot, a 63-yard attempt.
You have to give him credit, Mike. I mean, that shows a lot of faith in your kicker because that is an ambitious effort from that distance.
Justin Jefferson and this Vikings offense heading out for their next possession. They've got great starting position with a short field as they try to get back in this one. It is 1st and 10. A give now, it's Jones on the zone read. And he's able to push through the tacklers to pick up 6.
And as of right now, they find themselves trailing at the moment, but it's certainly not because of the ground game. I mean, he's averaging over 4 yards per carry. Just hasn't been enough to overcome some of their shortcomings elsewhere.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd down and 3. That one down the field, but they cannot connect, and it's incomplete. The intended receiver was Justin Jefferson. Now it's going to be 3rd down.
We see this offense just continue to search for a spark. It's just this entire game, their execution's just been a little bit off, and now here in the second half, they find themselves down by multiple scores. They're going to have to connect on 1 or 2 of these big plays if they want to find themselves back in this one. I just don't like the look of this passing game, Mike. It just seems a bit erratic. On top of the 2 straight incompletions, they've already turned the ball over through the air. And truthfully, with how dangerous some of these throws have been, they're lucky it hasn't been even more.
It's too long for a field goal. They'll go for it here on 4th down. This one incomplete. The defense up to the challenge there. They force the incompletion, and they'll take the ball over on downs. The Cowboys offense ready to take over once again. They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Here's Dak to throw. The pressure gets there, and down he goes. Andrew Van Ginkel getting through there to drop him for a loss of 6.
When you can win so fast as an edge rusher, you put so much pressure on the quarterback to speed everything up. He can sense that pressure coming either from his front or back side. It either speeds up and leads to an errant throw, or in this case, it leads to a sack.
Second down, Prescott. Here's a screen set up to Williams. He's going to be out of bounds inside the 40-yard line. That's good for 27 and a first down.
And this is what modern-day running back looks like in the NFL. They want to be able to activate these players in the passing game, no different than they do with the tight ends and the wide receivers. When you look out there and you have a mismatch, you have a linebacker or a safety on your running back, he's expected to win, and that's exactly what he did here.
It's a 3 tight end look as they have it 1st and 10. Fourth quarter begins, and it's a run by Williams. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. That's a gain of 11, and they'll move the chains with another first down.
And this running game has really been rolling, Mike, all game long. The holes, the run lanes, they've been there consistently. Here's another nice run as they look to put this game away.
Dak gonna run with it himself. And he'll be met in the backfield and dropped behind the line of scrimmage.
At this stage in the fourth quarter, great job by the defense, understanding exactly what the offense is trying to do. They're trying to bleed the clock, shorten the game. They completely sold out to stop the run, able to take them down for a loss.
On second down, a run with Williams. This defense all over this one. They get him down behind the line. It's a loss of a couple.
You know, at this point, the defense has to sell out and stop the run. You know exactly what the offense is trying to get accomplished by keeping the ball on the ground. But now the question remains, are they willing to take some risk here and put the ball in the air on third down? Or do they play it safe and keep running the clock by keeping the ball on the ground?
That's right side. He's got Ferguson. Pretty good effort on that one. It will not be enough. It's going to bring up fourth down.
I think this is one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the first down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks. And now they got a fourth down decision to make.
He makes up for the earlier miss. This time, the kick is good. And the Cowboys will extend their lead.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
Back out is Brandon Aubrey. He had the field goal a moment ago, and now he'll send this one away. Ty Felton now on the return. And he is stopped at 25. The drive will begin there. The Vikings offense make their way out to take over once more. Things not looking good. But see if they get the turnaround going here. They'll start this drive with first down. Throwing now, it's McCarthy. They'll look to set up the screen here. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Ball on the 27. Here's 2nd and 8. Working out of the shotgun, it is McCarthy. And that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8.
Really nice job there to move the chains early in this drive, but now as they approach midfield, continue to keep your foot on the gas. Don't get conservative. Don't start sitting on the ball. Cross midfield and go. Anytime you find yourself in your opponent's side of the field, you have to be thinking points.
McCarthy now to throw on 1st and 10. That is incomplete. No way to force the football in there. Good coverage. It'll bring up 2nd down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
And that one's incomplete, but a late flag comes in. Looked like he might have gotten there early.
Automatic first down.
Here's 1st and 10. On the ground now with Jones. And he'll get about 5.
He was brought down by Shamar James. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the Cowboys' 40-yard line.
They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. They run it once more with Jones. And he'll get about 4 out of that one. That should be enough to move the chains. It is. 1st down.
So, Mike, you know by now my philosophy on 3rd down. If it was up to me, I don't even want to be in 3rd down. I want to get all of my conversions on 1st and 2nd down and be able to stay in those neutral down situations. So it's exactly what they do here. They lean on the ground game and pick up a fresh set of downs.
And he'll get forward for a couple. It's 2nd down.
He's taken down at the 33-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
In motion, it's Jefferson. They'll fake the give, and now it's McCarthy. And he'll just bite the bullet and throw this one away. That was a good idea. Didn't force anything there. But now it's going to bring up 3rd down.
They just have to be more creative with their route concepts, Mike. I mean, there's nobody open, nowhere to go with the ball, and quarterback's just forced to throw that one away.
Got to get this to the 25. Here's 3rd down. And this offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack.
And it's really been their inability of the offensive line to keep the quarterback upright. And it's a big reason why they find themselves trailing at this stage of the game.
Let's see what they do here. This is 4th and long. On 4th down, here's McCarthy. That's going to be incomplete. They felt compelled to go for it on 4th and long. That was a big ask, and the defense turns them away. The Cowboys offense makes their way back out to the field for their next possession. This one appears to be safe in hand. It has been a clinical performance to this point, and now they'll try to finish up strong. Unbalanced look here to the right side on 1st and 10. They'll start this on the ground. It's Williams. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. 13 yards to start that drive. And a quick 1st down.
Here's a case of an offense just piling on. You're really imposing your will on the defense. Everyone in the stadium knows you're going to run it. The defense knows it, you know it, and no matter what they do, they have no answers whatsoever.
Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's second down.
Taken down at the 41. A gain of 2. Brings up second and 8.
It's another run here for Williams. And he'll only manage to pick up 3 yards. And that leads to third down. They'll stop it here. We have an injured Viking to tend to. Athletic training staff looking at him, so we'll step aside. They go 5 receivers for third down and 4. From the shotgun, it's Dak. And that is incomplete contact, but no flags. It's going to be fourth down.
And on that third down, they thought an easy way to pick it up and get some positive yards would go to their quick game, but it didn't seem like the receiver and the quarterback were on the same page, and now brings up fourth down.
Cowboys field goal. A 54-yard attempt.
And he missed it. It's no good. And they are not able to add on to their big lead.
They're just trying to extend the lead here, and this is definitely one they're going to want to have back.
The Vikings offense back onto the field for their next possession. They'll have very good starting field position as they set up past the 40. That's quickly out wide to Thielen, and no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up second and 7 at the 47-yard line.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's second down and 7. They run straight ahead with Jones. And he's going to have a first down. Good run down inside the 45-yard line.
Gain of 10 yards.
The best offensive play callers in the NFL, Mike, do a great job tying in their under-center run game, like we just saw here, with their under-center play action game. And the ability to make those two things look alike, man, it puts a lot of stress on the defense.
They'll motion over Thielen. Again, it's Jones. And he'll get 2 on this one before being taken down.
He's tackled at the 40-yard line. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up second and 7.
Second down, they need 7. To throw is McCarthy. The left side here, caught by Addison. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
18.
They get 18 on the pitch and catch. It'll be a Vikings first down.
18 on the play. And a Vikings first down.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
Not much happening there, just a short gain.
A gain of a yard brings up second and 9 at the Cowboys' 21-yard line.
From the 21, here's second and 9. To throw, it's McCarthy. A short one taken by Hawkinson. And he's going to be brought down just outside the 10-yard line. A gain of 11, and it's first and goal.
And this is what the offense needed. Now, after that last completion, you still trail here in the fourth quarter. You need scores, and you need scores fast, so they cannot take their time. I wouldn't be surprised to get them right back up on the line of scrimmage and try to score here now that it's first and goal.
And he's going to be down close to the goal line. Good job defensively to make sure he did not get to the end zone.
And goal at the 2-yard line.
From the 2 now, here's second and goal. Jones. And he won't quite get in. Down to the 1, setting up third and goal.
And after that short run, puts them a little bit closer to the first down marker, and they're going to need to create more running room on the ground if they plan on extending this drive.
They're in 4-down territory for sure, but what can they do on this one? It's third and goal. It's the quarterback with the sneak, and he's able to get the ball across the goal line. He's in. J.J. McCarthy, touchdown Vikings. He's got another one, his second touchdown of the evening. Well, Greg, the light's still on way down at the end of the tunnel here. They are climbing back into this one with that touchdown here in the fourth quarter.
And they have a tall task ahead of them, Mike, but they have a chance. I mean, we've seen stranger things happen. They got a 2-possession game here late. They're going to need a couple stops, and they're going to need a couple things to bounce their way.
Reichert, good with the extra point. And the Vikings are able to cut into the deficit.
Vikings 20.
Reichert out now, following the touchdown, as he kicks this one away. This one fielded at the 15. A good return as he takes it across the 30. Here's Dak Prescott, and the Cowboy offense set to go again. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been successful. He just processes things so quickly, making the right read seemingly every time. The drive begins with a run by Williams. Room up the sideline at the 45. And he is out of bounds.
A gain of 17 yards.
That's the way to get started, a pickup of 17 and a very quick first down.
So when you're evaluating the impact of a team's run game, Mike, I think it's important at the end of the game to look back and say, okay, how many yards did they run for? But more importantly, when did those yards come? Did I run for those yards in the fourth quarter, which typically means I had to lead? That's the sign of a successful run game, as opposed to getting a lot of meaningless yards early in the game.
On the pickup. 2nd and 6.
From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd and 6. On play action, here's Dak. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's going to force third down.
And 6 yards to go.
And they got the look they were hoping for, one-on-one on the outside. He's just unable to hold on to it through contact, and I think that was a big opportunity missed.
On 3rd down, Prescott. He'll let this go for Pickens. That is brought in. And he's got another one. George Pickens. Touchdown, Dallas. His big night continues. His 3rd touchdown of the game. Greg, that's one of those scores where it's not completely over, but it's getting to be about that time.
Yeah, Mike, I just think they're entering miracle stage right now, and I just don't think there's any coming back from this deficit.
Now, Aubrey for the extra point. He gets it to go, and the Cowboys will open it up even further here in this fourth quarter.
Vikings 20.
So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. Price now to return it. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. Justin Jefferson and this Vikings offense heading out for their next possession. And he's looking to finish strong. He has been unquestionably the star of the show, as they have just absolutely had no answer on the defensive side of the ball. On play action, here's McCarthy. Oh, a loose football. The Cowboys have it. And there it is. The defense comes up with the big play, forcing the fumble as they get their offense right back on the field. Coming up, Greg, with a big turnover.
Taking the ball away, Mike, has really become an art form in the NFL. Some teams are good at it, some teams not so much. But in this case, great job by the defense taking that one away.
The Cowboys offense ready to come back out for this next possession. Well, the goal here is to run some time off the clock. The game is well in hand as they get it back on offense for 1st and 10. Prescott now. Short throw brought in by Schoonmaker. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
It's not the big play they were hoping for, but first down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up a manageable 2nd down.
On 2nd down, it's Dak. And he'll just bite the bullet and throw this one away. That was a good idea. Didn't force anything there. But now it's going to bring up 3rd down.
6 yards to go.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
Prescott from the gun on 3rd down. It is brought in the end zone. C.D. Lamb. Touchdown, Cowboys. So add another touchdown and touchdown pass for that matter. He has thrown 6 already in this one. Amazing stuff. On for the PAT is Aubrey. He's got it. The Cowboys tack on 1 more to their lead.
Cowboys 45, Vikings 20.
So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. Price now to return it. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Vikings offense ready to take over once more. Off the play fake, it's McCarthy. That'll be swung out wide to Jones. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
8 yards on the
Great example of first down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly second down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
From the 35, here's second down and 2. From the gun, here's McCarthy. Open man downfield, it's Addison. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35. A big play for Minnesota. 33 yards.
First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
They'll come up here, first and 10. Here's Hawkinson in motion. Throwing here on first and 10 is McCarthy. And he'll try to use that size and push forward, but it will not work. They're going to get him down behind the line.
The tackle made back at the 37-yard line.
Two minutes remain in the fourth quarter. Greg and I back on EA Sports after this. McCarthy to the air on second down. And that's a good gain there. It's going to wind up just a couple of yards shy of that first down.
Not every pass has to be thrown downfield. You can rely on the run after catch, especially a big body like this tight end. Get the ball in his hands early and let him pick up the rest after the catch.
Third and 2. Here we go. He'll try and get there on the ground. And he is going to have a Vikings first down. At least it appears that way. Got it by maybe the length of a football.
Third and short. You think this ball's expected to come out quick. But when all the receivers were taken away, he decides to make a break for it. He doesn't get a whole lot, but what he gets is just enough to move the chains.
He'll get this over the middle to Jefferson. So now a timeout for the Vikings. That is their first. And they'll get together prior to this second down play.
At the 13-yard line.
The middle, here's Jones. And he is crushed in the backfield. Defenders firing through. Shut it down right away for a loss of yardage.
Back at the 16-yard line.
Third down, they need 5. From the shotgun, it's a throw for McCarthy. And they're going to have enough to convert here. And it sets up first and goal.
This has been a really impressive drive, Mike, really from the start. And this is something defenses want to force offenses to do. Methodically work their way down the field, but they've been highly efficient, and now they get another first down.
He'll step up and run.
Well, that scramble is ultimately going to end up short of the first down, Mike, but it's going to help quite a bit. That's a great job by the quarterback. Just taking what the defense gives you, get downfield, pick up good yardage.
Second and inches. Here's McCarthy. Flushed. And this is going to be a touchdown. It's too little too late. We do get a bit closer as they score here in the final minute of play.
At this stage of the game, the score is really irrelevant. You want to try to build something positive towards the end of this game, and I think that score will help do just that.
Riker now to add the extra point. He's got it. And the Vikings are able to edge a bit closer.
Cowboys 45, Vikings 27.
So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. They play it short, take it at the 15-yard line. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. The Cowboys offense and Javonte Williams getting set for this next possession. And it's hard to believe you could run the ball a whole lot better than he has. The vision, the cutback ability, the acceleration, the stats. It has all been on display throughout. To a knee goes Prescott. And that should do it. So it's a win for the Cowboys. This was a game where both offenses were up and down the field, marching the ball at will, matching each other point for point. But in the end, got a few more defensive stops than their opponents did. And that was the difference in this one. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olsen and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. It's a win for the Cowboys, as we say so long from Arlington.